So, tell me, have you ever needed to go somewhere by following your GPS? Well, that was a silly question. Most people have. I just don't know a better way to start this rambling session. Alright, so we've determined that you occasionally use GPS to navigate your way around the speck hurtling through the void of space. Clearly, I'm in a good mood today. But has that GPS ever failed you? And I don't mean in that no coverage, dead battery, limited data plan kind of way. I'm talking Columbus thinking he had found a new passage to India levels of failure. Hammertech trying to keep up with Stark Industries levels of failure. Android blowing their chances of stealing Apple customers by making a phone that explodes when Apple made a phone without a headphone jack. Walter Mondale running unopposed in the 1984 Democratic primaries in Hawaii and losing. Honestly, the things you learn playing Trivial Pursuit. I'm sure you get the picture. A couple of days ago, I was heading to someone's house to help with their animals. I had a general idea of where I was going, but as I was heading out at a time where there was potentially heavy traffic, I decided it would be a good idea to follow my phone's GPS, as it uses some form of dark wizardry to determine traffic patterns and steer me away from the more horrifying pileups. That is, this is what it does when it knows where in the world it is and where in the world it's going. Now, my GPS has acted up before. I was driving out to a small town in the middle of Missouri to visit a friend, and the GPS would periodically think I was on a road running parallel to the highway instead of the highway itself and give me random directions to make a U-turn or turn left or take the ramp onto I-70 when I'm already on I-70. That day, I could blame poor coverage and stormy weather for the phone's drunken behavior. Not so this time. The sky was completely clear and there are 0 coverage holes on that route. Despite this, my phone decided to think I was on completely random roads heading in random directions. Half the time, I couldn't even see the roads it was wanting me to turn on. The other half of the time, I knew turning on those roads would take me in the wrong direction. So I determined to ignore the drunken GPS until I had the time to turn it off. Well, when I say ignore, I mean I made sarcastic comments mocking its ridiculous directions. At least I made it to my destination okay, and I got to spend the evening cuddling a kitty while I edited a video. Honestly, it's kind of a cool feature to have a phone that periodically lies about where it is, especially if you're kind of paranoid about government tracking. Or Google learning all of your habits and slowly taking control of your life. But seriously now, has anyone else ever had a GPS just completely lose its mind and not know where it was? I'd like to think my phone is not just out to get me lost or murdered in a random back alley somewhere. If you liked this video or if you have similar stories, please let me know. If you like my storytelling, you can check out any of my other videos or check out my blog where it's much more thought out what I'm saying sometimes. I'll put a link in the description below. Thanks for listening to me ramble, guys. Bye.